Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Monday, February 8th, 2016, around 7:14 in the morning in Belica, Massachusetts. Going to be another snow day for the kids, and up to 8 to 12 inches is going to fall anywhere in eastern Massachusetts. Winter storm warning, blizzard warning on the South Shore coast, and snow is here and winter is here, and we can't avoid it now. Some news to report. Super Bowl 50 happened last night. The Denver Broncos upset the Carolina Panthers by a score of 24-10 in what is probably Peyton Manning's last game. He goes out a winner. Von Miller of the Broncos won Super Bowl MVP. The Broncos defense stopped the Panthers, which was very, very shocking. Ranks right up there with one of the... I wouldn't consider this really a big upset, because I think somehow the NFL really wanted Peyton Manning to win the Super Bowl in his last NFL game. It's hope so. Happy Chinese New Year, the year of the goat. And today is Propose Day. February 8th, statistically, is where the most marriage proposals happen. I'm very shocked. This is an interesting statistic. I thought it would be Valentine's Day or Christmas or New Year's, but February 8th, that's so random. And that's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is the continuation of the top 100 greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. I now have reached from number 80 through number 71. These are the best matches ever, in my humble opinion, in the world of sports entertainment / professional wrestling. Number 80 on this list is Vern Gagne facing off against Nick Bockwinkel on May 10th, 1981. This was Vern Gagne's retirement match from professional wrestling. He beat Nick Bockwinkel to retain the AWA Championship, and Vern retired as AWA World Champion. This was an awesome, awesome match. It was held at the St. Paul Civic Center, which is now the XL Center. And Vern Gagne owned the AWA. It was an awesome match. It was great to see Vern Gagne retire as champion. He owned the AWA, so he could go out as a winner. Number 79 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Sting facing off against Nature Boy Ric Flair at the first Clash of Champions on March 27th, 1988. This was a 45-minute time limit draw. They said there was going to be a winner, but the three judges had a split decision, so Ric Flair retained the NWA World title. This match also had J.J. Dillon up in a cage up above the ring, and this match made Sting a superstar in the world of professional wrestling. Number 78 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. The modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich facing off against Ric Flair for the NWA World title at the first ever David Von Erich Memorial Parade of Champions on May 6, 1984. And Kerry beat Ric Flair with a black backslide to take the NWA World title. This was probably the best moment of world-class championship wrestling history. It probably was the peak of world-class championship wrestling. Flair carried Kerry Von Erich to a great match, and this originally was going to be David Von Erich winning the NWA World Championship, but David Von Erich passed away earlier in 1984. Number 77 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin facing off against Vince McMahon in a cage match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre on February 14th, 1999 in Memphis, Tennessee. This was an awesome steel cage match. Stone Cold had to put his title shot on the line at WrestleMania. If he lost to Vince McMahon, it was, so great. Vince took some great bumps. Stone Cold won the match by forfeit, but he wanted to continue to beat up Vince McMahon. The Big Show made his WWE debut under the ring. He throws Stone Cold into the cage, but as stupid as it is, Stone Cold falls off and he wins the match. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon feud was probably the best ever in WWE. Number 76 on this list of the top 100 greatest professional wrestling matches of all time, in my humble opinion. Vader against Cactus Jack at Halloween Havoc 1993 Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal match. This was a Falls Count Anywhere match. Cactus Jack's specialty match. It was an awesome back and forth match to culminate the feud. Harley Race interfered and Vader got the Duke. And number 75 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Bret the Hitman Hart facing off against Mr. Perfect in the semifinals of the first ever King of the Ring at Dayton, Ohio on June 13th, 1993. This was a classic match. Mr. Perfect played the de facto heel, and it was probably one of the best matches in 1993 for WWE. And Bret Hart won, and afterwards Mr. Perfect and Bret the Hitman Hart shook hands, and this was the broadcast that Jim Ross carried. Number 74 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches for all time. Nature Boy Ric Flair facing off against Macho Man Randy Savage for the WWE title at WrestleMania 8. And this was a very classic match, probably one of the Savage's best matches in the 90s. And before the match, Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair was going to show Miss Elizabeth in the centerfold because there was an alleged affair between Flair and Elizabeth, but the photos were doctored. And Savage was a madman, back and forth. Miss Elizabeth comes down and tries to interfere, but she's held back by the agents in the suits. One of the suits was a young Shane McMahon. Savage blows up Flair, using a handful of tights, 1, 2, 3, to win a second WWE title. It was probably a perfect match. Number 73 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. It was Austin Idol facing off against Jerry the King Lawler in Memphis in April 1987. It was a steel cage match. It was hair versus hair match. And Austin Idol was with Paulie Dangerously, and the stipulation, whoever lost would get a haircut. And Tommy Rich hid under the ring. Nobody knew he was under the ring the entire day, but he pops out, he interferes with the match with Lawler, and they cost Lawler the match, and Lawler gets a haircut. The fans in Memphis were rioting like crazy. It was unbelievable. This was the most heated match in Memphis since the Lawler-Kaufman feud. Number 72 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time. Big Daddy Cool Diesel and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels defending the WWE Tag Team Championship against Razor Ramon and the 1-2-3 Kid on the Action Zone in 1994, October 30th. And this was a very great TV match. All four wrestlers knew each other because they were best friends. Action-paced. Shawn Michaels gives the super kick accidentally to Diesel. This was kind of building them up for the eventual Diesel turn at Survivor Series 1994. And Diesel and Shawn Michaels retained the WWE Tag Team Championship. And number 71 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time was Kurt Angle, the Olympic hero. It's true, facing off against Brock Lesnar. Here comes the pain in an Iron Man match for the WWE title on SmackDown in 9/18/2003. It was a great 60-minute television match. Brock Lesnar wins the WWE title in this great Iron Man match. And that's about it on that. Be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus. You'll get 2 more video blogs. One will be about the Pro Football Hall of Fame 2016 inductees, what my take on the inductees, and third and final video blog of the night will be about the late great legendary Boston DJ and voiceover for WLVI TV 56, Uncle Dale Dorman. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly was blood. WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. She's the best. She's also got nice legs. And Amy Swansea rocks. And don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus. Questions, comments, concerns, shout outs, plugs, private message me. Skype me if you want to Skype chat. Use Rich Ceresol. And follow me on Twitter at Chewy7.com. And in the words of good old JR, Jim Ross, WWE Hall of Famer, it's going to be a slobber knocker. Bye.